Hey guys, Money Rags here. What's up? Uh, Alright, I want to talk about the justice system. It is messed up. Messed up. Okay, I told you that there was some family things that I wasn't going to go into detail. I'm still not going to go into detail, but I'll give you a thing on it. Okay, so my son, there was a warrant out for his arrest. So he turns himself in. They held him for 10 days without charging him for anything. They question him. He tells the truth. I mean, he didn't lie, not one bit, and it looks like they're going to throw the book at him. Where if he got a lawyer and said not guilty and all of that other stuff, and he got out with probation. I mean, what's wrong with that? I mean, why is it that if you lie and lie and lie and then you tell the truth, you get rewarded for it? That's just crazy. That's crazier than me. You should be rewarded for telling the truth. And I know, okay, he wants to serve his time. He wants to do the right thing. All of this stuff. And he doesn't want to back out. And it's just nuts that if you tell the truth, they fry you. But if you lie, you can get away with anything. I mean, you get a less sentence for it. That's nuts. You should be rewarded for doing the right thing. To me, it's absolutely nuts. Enough about that. I mean, he's been a great big help around here, working his tail off. He's doing all kinds of things. Anyway, like I said, enough about that. And I want to talk about the privilege. They say, you know, the white privilege or anything like that, that everybody is suppressed. You're only suppressed in your mind. I mean, thousands and thousands of years, all you've had to do is stand up and change things, and you can. Just sit back and say, oh, I can't believe this is happening and that's happening. What are you doing to make a change? What? It blows my mind. If you want things to change, you don't sit around and pray for it to happen. You get up and do things. I mean, look, if you're hungry, okay, you don't sit in a chair and pray you're going to get food. Well, there's food in the fridge. All you have to do is get up, go get it. Simple. So it blows my mind that not everyone, but that we're growing up in a state where everyone wants to play victim. Why do you want to be a victim? Why can't you be the hero or the heroine? Is it heroine? Female version of hero. I'm forgetting it, or I'm saying it wrong. Anyway, get up, change things, do things. Don't sit around and complain about not having a job, not doing things. Get up, make a difference, get the job. If you start out at $9, the kids are nowadays, I don't want to start out at minimum wage. Wait a minute, what are your qualifications? When there are people out there with PhDs, MDs and stuff like that, that are starting out at minimum wage, but they know they have to work. You do the job, you get promoted, and so on and so forth. It, it's crazy. Why sit around and complain? I, one of my other sons, that's all he does is want to sit around and blame everybody. Everybody for what has happened. Don't you think the problem is that you haven't stood up and taken action? Don't play the victim. Well, oh, don't go, oh, poor me. There ain't no oh, poor me's. I'm a paranoid, a bipolar, depressive, anxiety-ridden, schizophrenic with Tourette's, and I'm not playing a victim. I'm not going, poor me. I love my life. I love the way things are working, because if I didn't, I would change them. I don't sit around and pray things will change. I get up and make a difference. That's all you have to do. That's it. It's simple. Touchdown. I mean, come on. Think about it. If you sit around and play the victim, you're wanting the easy way out. And oftentimes, more often than not, if you'd have just done the right thing as far as working and everything else, things will come to you. Things work out. I'm not talking about the justice system, because that's government. That's a totally different animal. They can't read my mind. Neither can an alien. They can't plant anything on me. Nothing. Anyway, so it just bewilders me. People are in a relationship, even in like an abusive one, they won't get out. They're scared. I understand that. I was in an abusive relationship. I'm 6'3", and she is 5'2", and she was mean. I stayed for the longest time, not because I was scared, but because I loved her, or I thought I did. I didn't know what love was. Love doesn't have to hurt. Love is not abusive. Love is caring and loving and passionate and understanding and a whole bunch of others. It's not painful to be physically or emotionally abused. And we're not talking, people say, well, will you get me a drink of water? No, you get up and get it yourself. That's not abuse. That's person wanting you to do something for yourself. Now, if you're in the kitchen and somebody asks you for a glass of water, that's no problem. Get up, get the glass of water. No big deal. But that's not the way things are right now. People just don't. Everyone wants to play the victim, and no one wants to take responsibility. Not everyone. I mean, the older generation, and I'm not saying all the new generation, but most of them want to sit around and don't want to make things happen. I mean, you get the ones that the furthest that they're going to go are the ones that will stand out there with picket signs going, they're not making a change. I mean, not really. I mean, picket signs are made for picketing, for jobs and stuff. That way it brings attention to the job you're doing. I mean, that's okay. But just to do it and say, I made a difference, you really didn't. I mean, you get up, you make the deals, you get involved, and you change things. Yes, one person can make a change in the world. all it takes is enough strength to get up and do it. But most people will sit around and spend more strength not doing something. That's nuts. That's nuts. To sit around and come up with all different kinds of ways of getting out of something instead of just getting up and do it. It requires so much more energy than just getting up and just doing it. That's all I can say. I had the cold. Sorry. I think it's like walking pneumonia, but I'll be better soon. So that's why my nose, and it sounds growly. Who knows? Part of my brain thinks that they're putting stuff back in my medicine to make me sick, to make me more dependent. And the other side of me says, that's just crazy. I don't know yet. We'll see how things go. If I get better and I'm still on the medicine, then I was wrong. But if I get worse and I don't get any better, then I stop taking the medicine, then I get better, then I'll know. Or it's a great coincidence. And I really don't believe in coincidence that much. I believe there's a purpose for everything, and you meet people for a reason. Whether you met them and most of the time I believe that you've met them in a past life, and they're important in one aspect or another in your life today. Whether they change you, and they can be complete asses, whether they change you for the good. I guess it's your perception of how things go. I mean, if somebody screws you over, are you going to play the victim, or are you just going to go, you know what? I'll know better next time. Instead of crying, why did I do that? Say, oh well, shit happens. But anyway, that's my take on today. In a little bit, I'll make another one, and I'm going to try to do a recipe and a movie, and I will see you later. Love you all. And I picked up another subscriber, so I'm up to 28. I was at 29, went down to 27, now I'm back up to 28. Touchdown! Feel like it's a football game. Okay. Money rags beans, guys.